G'day, legends. Bitcoin and crypto are going to go back up. I know that seems like an interesting thing, strange thing even to say, especially since we've been on this channel for 18 months now. But there seems such a downer feeling, such a negative feeling in crypto right now. And I just wanted to remind people that if you're investing in this, it's always been for the long haul. I've always said that you invest for a long term wealth. Crypto, no matter what you see on YouTube videos, um, the fake videos about, oh, look at my Lamborghini and stuff, um, it's not a get rich quick scheme. And I just wanted to remind people of that. But the reason I've put the title of this video uh, as what I'm going to put it is because Bitcoin eventually is going to go way higher. And you're probably going, okay, well, how do you know? Because it's a finite asset. And even though some people look at it as magic internet money, like a gaming token, those type of things, which is what I originally thought it was, I'll admit, back, 2008 or 9 when I first heard about it, 10 even. I don't remember exactly when I first heard about it. I thought it was some type of Facebook money or gaming token. And the reason it has value is because has having a finite supply, a limited supply, means people want it. Now you can go, that's as stupid as reason as anything, but think about anything you collect. If you're a collector of anything, it doesn't matter what it is. If you collect cow figurines, I've known people to collect frog figurines. I collect coins. Some people collect football cards, NBA cards. You might collect, doesn't matter what it is. Why does that thing that you collect have value to you? Well, it's because you collect it. And why does a rare card, like say NBA card or a football card, why does it have value? Because someone richer than you might want it, so you want it, and you think in the future you might be able to make money off it if you're a person that likes to flip them. Why do my coins that I collect have value? They're just pieces of metal. They like why is an Australian dollar coin that has a legal currency of $1? Why is it worth more than $1? Because some of them have a limited supply. Some of them, and for me, I'm more of the flipper. I like them. I like collecting things, but I also think I do the old. In the future, someone else might want it for more than I have paid for it, and for a price that I may be willing to sell it for. Now, Bitcoin is exactly the same. Even though it's internet money, it has the most limited supply of anything. There is no making more. As long as Satoshi's wallets stay cold and we never find out who Satoshi is, like nothing will ever change. You cannot make more. It is a limited supply that there's only a certain amount let go each year, each day, all that type of thing. Excuse me, itchy nose. And so why will it go up in value? Because rich people are gonna enter this, and I mean the rich. And how are they entering? They're going to enter through your ETFs. Now the ETFs are finally at that point now that Bitcoin is now no longer a joke. And I was listening to one of the Calhoun brothers, not the richer one. I think it's the lesser known one. I can't remember his name. And he said that he told his brother, "Oh, I want 1,000. I'm going to try and buy 1,000 Bitcoin personally for myself, not through the business, not through his business, his brother's business. The brother must be Greg, I think, is the rich one." And so Greg went, "Well, if you're getting 1,000, I'm going to have to get 3 or 4,000 because he couldn't have him having more than him because he's the richer one." So when these guys enter the market, they're going to be entering it. That people like me and people watching my channel, I assume, we're trying to buy, like a hundredth of a Bitcoin at a time, or you might be buying $500,000 at a time, whenever you can afford it. These guys are going to come in and buy 1,000 at a time. We're talking about people that they pay $1 million to join their golf club or to join their yacht club and stuff like that. They're going to buy it because the other guy next to them bought it and they want to buy more than them. Like, that's what it's going to be about. It's a competition for these rich people. So we're waiting for the point that the rich people join. We're waiting for the point that once they start buying really big, the OGs in this space think it's time to sell. And that's where you will get our altcoin season from, because a lot of people are saying right now altcoin season's not coming. It's all it's never going to happen, or it's not going to be the same as it was. Now, some of those statements may be true. It may not be the same as it was. We don't know because we can't see the future. But I will guarantee that someone that makes a lot of money, say an OG in Bitcoin, the rich people come in, they buy it from them. Well, then, and also Bitcoin looks like it's topping out. So even some of the rich people might go, oh, look, I've missed out on buying Bitcoin. What's next? So they're going to roll their money down, and that's the way it works. Oh, well, what's the next thing that I could buy that might? Oh, Ethereum. Okay, well, I'll buy some of that. Or Solana. Which one of everyone they like? XRP, Chainlink, Cardano. They'll go down into those next safer steps, something like that. And then it'll get more and more degenerate as it goes. Oh, look, it looks like this thing's topped out. And then they'll roll it down into the next thing. And it turns into this big balloon, like a bubble, like the, housing bubbles that are, all those type of things where you buy and buy and buy until eventually it just all tumbles down afterwards. And what you want to be doing is make sure when you think that the hype couldn't get any better, that's probably time that I'm not giving any financial advice ever. But I tell you what, that's when I'll be selling. And there was a typical one last cycle, and I wasn't quick enough to pick up on it. Now, back in the day, back before I started doing my own YouTube channel, and I started to take this a bit more seriously, back in 2017, 18, 19, that time, I used to watch the BitBoy channel. Now, BitBoy was the biggest crypto influencer. Not sure whether his channel was the biggest, but it was close. But he was the biggest personality. He was the guy. And he came out at one stage, and I remember, I don't care whether the video's been taken down or not. I don't know. I haven't gone and checked. But he came out and he said, there may never be another bear market. Like, this bull run's just going to go and go and go. As soon as you hear someone saying something like that, it's time to sell. That is exactly when I would be selling, is when I hear people get to the stage that they think it's never going to end. It's about to collapse, probably. All right, so I just wanted to come on and give just a bit of positive feels. Another thing is, I put a video out about a week ago saying I was feeling bullish. I was up in Sydney, had some bullish weather. Sunny weather. We were. It was sunny. I was up in Sydney. I was at the Circular Quays. Right near the beautiful day. And then I had someone come and comment on my video, going, "Oh, look at this, joker or something like that," saying that he's bullish. Everything's gone down. I'd just like to point out to people that look at that. One, you've got to look at when I put the video out. Two, if there's been something like a black swan, such as the US attacking Iran, that's not something I can foresee. I cannot tell that they are going to do that like 24 hours later. Of course, the markets will go down during, we'll call that a black swan event. But anyway, 4 or 5 days later, we're back to where we were we've actually gone up. Just for those interested, we've gone up over a pivot point on the charts. We've had a daily candle close over 107,000 USD, um, which indicates that we should go higher. I don't know the time period for that. I imagine we'll probably get a pullback, like we're probably getting a pullback today. I'm hoping we are. But, I heard something recently. The high on all positive years for Bitcoin, the highest month has always been in the second half of the year, where we topped out. It's generally been, I think, November, December, I think is what was said. And so far for this year, our highest that Bitcoin has got to is in May. It's also, I think, never been in June. Never, ever. Not to say that can't change, but June is not generally a up month. So I'm just saying, going forwards, if this is going to be a positive year for Bitcoin, chances are it's going to be in the second half of the year. All right. Have a great day. Do something nice for someone else. Stay patient out there. Follow your own investment plan that you've had. Make sure you've got something written down or, on the computer, whatever. Have a plan. Know what you're planning to do when things go bad or go good. Crypto Bogan out.